welcome to the Rose Report.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Katie.
And we have all your highlights of The Bachelorette so you can win your fantasy league. So should we just start off the bat with our favorite, Colton?
Yep, our hot virgin. Let's do it.
There's nothing not to like about Colton. We loved him. He was great.
He has the whitest teeth ever.
Beautiful face, a beautiful heart, and he's going to go really far in Bachelor Nation. He had that winning combination that we love to see.
He just makes you feel like a baby's forming inside of you when you watch him.
That's what you're looking for. That's what we're all chasing.
We all just want to feel like we're bloated.
It was also a pretty good night for Garrett.
Oh, Garrett, he got the first impression rose,
yeah.
Which was interesting since he arrived in a van with a diaper, so I feel like if any other man outside of Bachelor Nation showed up somewhere with
If you could show up with a
diapers.
minivan and a diaper and still win a girl's heart, you're doing something right, so go
You're
Garrett.
Special. Then we have Joe, and Justice for Joe.
For Joe.
He owns a grocery store, and he got booted off, which is not right.
Joe is just out there looking like a snack that you would find in his grocery store, and then Becca just comes in here and does not give him a rose, but it's fine because he could probably get roses at his grocery store.
All I'm saying is that Becca could have had coupons for life, and she missed out.
Yeah, coupons for life.
I don't know. Next we have Chase and Chris. They had a little drama.
Yeah, there was some drama right off the bat. Chase, you may not know this, but we actually met him at After the Final Rose, and someone recognized him that knew Chris. It was like he's there for the wrong reasons. It did not work out well.
Chase got sent home. Now he can find true love with Danielle. If you're out there, Danielle.
Yeah, Danielle, give him a call.
This is for you, Danielle.
You clearly still have some feelings. Work that stuff out. Also, not a good night for Jake.
For Jake, the new Jake, not the old Jake. The old Jake is dead.
Yeah, so Jake apparently knew Becca before going on the show.
In Minneapolis.
He says they met once. She said they met many times. It was a classic he said, she said, let's bring in a whole production crew situation. They kind of like talked about their issues. And she was like, you were never interested in me before. Why now? And he was like, I'm a new person. But
it's not me, Becca. It's the new me.
It's the new me.
And she's like, what? I didn't even know the old you. Like, what the hell is going on?
So she was just like, you take your baggage. It's already packed. Get on a plane. Go back home.
Jake.
And maybe I'll see you at the next Christmas party. You know, she did the damn thing. We're proud of you, Becca.
Oh, I think we're getting a special report coming in. We're going to be taking a look at the top props that people use, of course.
Yeah, props are a bold move, but they definitely paid off for some of these guys. Didn't pay off for some other guys.
The winner for the props, #1, was Clay, because he brought Clay.
Yeah, which was a great move. If I came out and I was like, I made you a little Carly out of Carly, it'd be weird because it'd be like my hair and my toenails and it'd be disgusting.
People would be horrified.
But he had Clay. It was beautiful. Chris had a choir. Great move. Blake had an ox, power move.
We love animals.
We love animals. Bring the animals when you can. Christian, he brought his A game, he brought his basketball, he brought his skills, and he killed it.
We need to talk about Jean for a second because he came with his cologne, and I could smell that through the TV screen.
Yeah.
Like,
David came in a chicken costume. I think that people are really, really divided on how these costumes can play out. I think it's a real wild card that really, really worked out for David, so I'd keep an eye on him. You know, all these people got all like up in arms or they're up in feathers, I don't really know.
Then we had Trent who showed up in a hearse. Good death joke.
Yeah, it had a happy ending. He was alive in the end, so we'd like to see that.
Yep, a man with a pulse is always attractive.
Garrett, we already mentioned his diapers, but he also brought a fish.
He was a fisherman.
Yeah, it was
what a catch.
There was only one fish in the sea for Becca that night, and it was actually in the pool at the Bachelor Mansion. Yeah. So it worked out well for Garrett. Lincoln.
Ooh, Lincoln.
He brought a lot of stuff. Didn't bring his strongest game. Not the best night for Lincoln.
New Jake, he just brought his baggage.
And then he took his baggage back home.
So he's at the bottom of our list because enough of that.
But he did beat one person. He beat this guy.
This guy. Don't even mention his name.
Out of Arie. We don't even want to know his name. Not worth our energy.
Ridiculous.
We're done with him.
Disgusting.
You're the loser of the week. There were some winners of the week.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about the MVPs.
Yeah, so my top pick for this week was Christian. Christian with an O.
Oh.
Oh my God. He was stellar. He is a former Harlem Globetrotter. He's a hometown boy. He had the skills.
Yes.
He literally leapt above Becca. I think he was a standout star, and I think he's really going to deliver this season. He was only closely touched, for me at least, by Wills.
Wills
with an S, as in what you're talking about, Wills. He had a Harry Potter tattoo, and it was like Akio Will, straight into my heart. I love you so much. I think he is going to be a standout guy, and he is the best.
My MVP for the week is Colton because I just can't resist.
We've seen him.
We've seen him play with dogs, and that was more than my heart could handle. Honorable mention was Clay because he played with Clay, and again, how could you beat that?
Plus, it's always nice to throw in some craps. Not such a good night for everyone, though. Definitely my risky pick of the week. My least valuable player would have to be Leo.
Ooh,
Big
Leo.
hair, bad attitude. Love the hair. Want to hear what you do with it. We can exchange tips. I'm a no-poo kind of girl. Don't use shampoo, not a no-poo kind of Lincoln thing.
Good to know.
I'm interested in see how you're going to do your hair when they whisk you off to like South Africa and like tell you to like just live in a hut for a week. He was jealous, and I don't think Becca like has any time in her life for guys like that.
They're for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, he just got very intimidated very quickly. Not into it.
You know who else wasn't there for the right reasons? Jordan. Did you know that he's a model?
Because he's a model.
He loves fashion.
He loves fashion.
Can't stop talking about fashion. He was really pissed off that guys were not wearing socks with their loafers, which, I mean, I, for one, I understand that. I mean, if you see just man feet, like, all right, fine. But he wouldn't shut up about it. It was just fashion, fashion, fashion. So I gotta say goodbye to Jordan. Go back to modeling.
Do not invest. Not worth it.
Predictions for next week?
We're definitely gonna have a lot of outbursts by Jordan. I think he's a man baby in an adult size clothes. Like if he actually took off his suit and he was just like 3 little kids stacked on top of each other, I would not be surprised.
Absolutely not.
So that's one of my predictions.
I predict that Lincoln will himself. He has not mentioned that he's a pooping problem on the show, but we all know it.
Yeah,
and
he has a
we're
pooping
waiting
problem.
for that moment.
I think Colton is going to have a beautiful night in the fantasy suite.
Oh, yes.
He's going to lose his virginity.
He's going to be deflowered.
If he's not deflowered by Becca, there's a lot of people that are willing to do it. So
we are lined up, Colton. In the end, I think as long as Joe gets justice, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, justice for Joe.
We're here for you, Joe, and your bananas.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.